So guys, welcome back. Another video, and hopefully the last video on the Polo GTI. We've had a load of time away, a couple of months I think, family life, work, etc. So yeah, we've got loads of parts in the meantime. We're going to get this back on the ramp, we're going to rip it apart and crack on with everything, and we'll show you all the stuff we've got to go on it before we take it for a spin, and then it'll be going up for sale. Can't believe this, they send us fucking drop links, pricks. Fucking racked, are they? We've got work booked in tomorrow. Another weapon, another block. Is he? What are you still recording for? Right, quick run through of all the bits we've got to go on today. So we've got some brand new lowering springs, Volkwagen, nice lowering springs to be fair. New grill, second hand. Heater resistor, forget time to put that on today. A little coolant valve pump goes on the side of the engine. Sun visor clip. The missing cover for the chair. New parking sensor, so that's what we'll do first. We'll get the bumper off, fit the sensor, and then we'll fully fit up that front end because we've got some new brackets for underneath the headlights. New lower arms. New top mounts, so obviously going with the springs. I have all the drop links but they've sent the wrong thing, so we'll have to get some on Monday. Pads, rear discs, and a sump gasket. We've also got some new alloys to go on it as well. So once we've done everything, we're actually going to paint all up the calipers and stuff, and we'll bang the new wheels on as well. So we'll just pull the bumper off, get the headlights out. There ain't nothing actually holding this bumper on at the minute, it's only clipped in. What's it plugged in here? Let's plug the washer just back in. So we just change this one sensor. Oh, tire sensor, it's a broken wire. That was a waste of buying a sensor, really. Should have probably checked first, shouldn't I? Instead of just ordering a sensor. Just try and strip some of this off. And so all we're going to do is just strip back the coating, put a bit of heat shrink back here, and then I'm just going to drop some solder on there and I'll twist them together. Also, let's got a little Milwaukee solder on, bit of solder, let's apply a bit of heat on it first, and then just get it to heat the solder. Shouldn't take long because it's only a thin wire. Just like that. I'm going to actually heat that heat shrink up a little bit in it. Push the heat shrink over. Lighter or a blowtorch, whatever you got. And then what we're going to do is re-tape the loom up. Just need to cut this off first. That should be all good. done. Reason we're putting them brackets on underneath, the new ones, if you look there, even though I put the lug repair kit on, the flex, I've just done this side, look, solid. So we'll just show you how you do it. Just the 2 screws in the top. And they should pull out. And then if Danny comes in, you'll see the 2 broken brackets, and there'll be a T30 under there and under there. That bolt there, you see how rusty it is, it broke on the other side. Well, yeah, we'll get them off. So it's not like this. It's coming out, I think. Bit fiddly, we should have done it while the front end was off, while I spot it. As you can see, it's got them little clips there, so when the light pushes in, it just fixes them in. There's no actual screws that hold the light to them. Oh dude, just do them up, but not tighten them all the way, so then you can just line it up, get the headlight in, adjust the headlight where you want, and then just nip them up after. Let's go nearly all the way, a bit more. Yeah, like that. Yeah, then just click in and both in, so now you can just treat the headlight where you want it. I'll put the 2 top ones in first, and I'll nip the bottoms. What? It holds it all in nice, don't it? Hang on, screwy. There you go. Slide down, try the bonnet. Front end back together, bumper on, new number plate, grills in, headlights fixed in. Next up, we'll get the wheels pulled off and crack on with suspension and the brakes. I think I'll start with the back because it's easier. We start for the rear springs. 2 bolts, believe them 16s. Yeah, 2 16s. Lower the rear axle, pop the springs out. But before we do that, if you ain't already, watch the last 2 videos on the car and see how much of a nail it looked. Just going to put the transmission jack under here to take any weight on the axle, because once I took the bolts out, the springs will obviously try and push the axle down. You gotta pump it up. Still got the wrong size nut on. It's got 17. Someone's killed my life off. Yeah. There's one. Mint, that is, John Boy. That's it. Rubber brush it. No. This is the rear Volkwagen spring. It's going to pop the old bush onto the top of there. We'll pop them both back in. The only reason we changed them all because it's got a front broken one, as we showed on one of the other videos. We're also called to get the one lowering springs. I don't know the brand or nothing like that, so that's why we've had to put a full set in. Just as easy as that. Before anyone says anything, I know that shocker boot's knackered. Forgot to get one, so we'll have to get one. Pop it back on another time. Just pulling off the caliper first. Two 13mm bolts. Just a pair of mole grips just on the slider section. Just put made in the camera.
Okay, right.
So yeah, we'll pop the caliper off, wind that back, pads out, disc off, clean the carrier up. And that'll explain the grinding on the back. Start this caliper seized. We'll get the disc off next, I think. There you go. See where the pads have gone metal to metal. Just gonna pop a bit of lubrication under the boot before I try and push it back. Sometimes the boot will try and twist when you're trying to spin the piston. Get in the comments now. Is this going to wind back, or is it going to cost me more money? And the answer is, it's verhooked. That's fucked. Better. The other side seized. We're just seeing if this one will go back before we have to order some calipers. It's going a lot better than the other side. I could move the other side fractionally at a time, but the strength I'm having to put on it, it's worth it. It's just going to stick on. Well, the handbrake ain't going to be very good. It's worth chancing it. So I'm just going to wire wheel up the surface where the disc was on, and I'll always put a light smear copper grease around there for when the new wheels go on, and a little bit in the grub screw. And we'll wire wheel all this caliper carrier up as well, and then grease the sliders as well. That's right. Problem after problem as usual. This car rear slider sees this side, so that's stuck solid. So what I'm going to try and do is eat the bottom of the carrier up here, see if it'll free the slider off. The blow torch is a bit knackered. Pop. Just put loads of grease on the pin. Just working it in and out now. I've cleaned in there with the foil. Wash it with a bit of brake cleaner. Just make sure it's all free now. Still that one. Sorted. We've got old fire on the backs at the minute, so we're going to move on to the front. As you can see, new discs on, copper grease done, sliders are greased, the carrier's wire wheeled up. We've got to get a caliper for this side, so then we'll paint the carrier and the caliper when it's semi-bolted on. When that dries, then we'll install the pads, bolt it fully up. So we're going to move on to the front, and what I'm going to do, how we're going to do the front, I'm going to remove the brakes, and then I'm going to drop the hub and the leg together. Then I'll change the lower arms, then springs, hub and leg back on. Same with the calipers and brakes. Everything in that corner is removed that we need to remove. Lower arm, shock and the hub. I did have to cut the drop link off, rusty. So what we're going to do now is put one of the new springs on. We'll put the new arm in first, and then we'll offer the hub and the leg up. Drop links I'll have to get tomorrow because today's a Sunday and we can't get one till tomorrow. So hopefully can do it without using the clamps. I'm just gonna bend that in. Okay, let's gun that up. One new spring fitted, new top mount. Let's get it chucked on. Arms are on, obviously legs on, hubs on, everything's bolted up, greased up, disc back on. This looks a bit manky, but the disc's fine on this, on the fronts to be fair. So once you start driving, the pads will re-clean that up, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to wire wheel up the caliper carrier and caliper, get that all back on, grease the pins, and then that's them ready then to paint the calipers. Just a fresh look. When we put the wheels on, it'll look nicer behind there, you know what I mean? So we've got the springs on both sides and the lower arms, brakes are on, drop links got to get tomorrow, so I'm waiting. I'm just going to lightly coat the front brakes and the carriers on the rear, and then probably give it a second coat tomorrow. I've only wire wheeled them up, it's only a quick job, so no professional spray job on it. Really, the carriers could have done with shot blasting, but they look better than there was, were they? So this is a proper brake heat proof paint. Yeah, we're just going to go over them. So yeah, I know I said I was only going to change the one caliper because only one was seized, but the near side one just still felt really stiff to wind back. So I've actually decided to put two new calipers on, because when it goes for MOT, I don't want any even braking or handbrake. When the MOT says it's failed, it's uneven, it's just like headache. So for the price of the calipers, let's get these two banged on, get some paint on them and crack on. Well, that's this corner more or less complete. Calipers are now painted, new drop links are on, springs are on, lower arms are on, top mounts. Yeah, that's the front. We'll show you the back. As I said, move around to the rear. The new calipers are on and painted, new disc and pads and rear springs. So yeah, slowly coming together. Next up, got to get the sump off, change the gasket on the sump, and then we'll move on to the inside bits, and then that car is done once the wheels are on. So keep watching, we'll get the wheels on. Right, so this is the wheels we went for. Standard Polo GTO ones, but they've previously been powder coated black. There was a fair price and had good tyres on. I was going to go aftermarket, but I thought 'cause it's a car I'm selling, I'd rather make it look more OEM, than black, and it's going to be lowered a little bit, but it's a bit like OEM plus. Yeah, thought it was alright, so we'll get them on them. Right, we're just heading into the Peak District. We just stopped off for something to eat. Went to this little chippy, had burger and chips. Spot on, to be fair. So now we're just carrying on till the destination. And we just get a few little scenic shots and see how the car drives around the lanes. At the end of our little drive out Friday evening mission. Then I had some chips, as we said, had a little bit of fun in the car around the lanes, and yeah, them little pocket rockets like people make out, got a lot of power in such a little lightweight car, very nimble. So now it's time to get it back, get it cleaned up and up for sale shortly. Couple of little bits and bobs to sort beforehand, but I'm going to run it about for a little bit. So yeah, let's get it clean. Right guys, this is the finished result on the Polo GTI. Cat end salvage. As you've seen in the last couple of videos, we've rebuilt this, so many new parts, so many repairs, and we'll just give you a little quick walk around of it. Obviously we've got the fresh GTI alloys which have been powder coated black. We've got the calipers which are now painted red, brand new lowering springs, lower arms, etc. New brakes on the back, same again. Obviously if you remember right, we had that quarter repaired, that painted, corner of the bumper painted. We get it a good clean inside and out. Moving down to this side, we replaced the wing for another one. Mirror cover was repaired and painted. From bumper and bonnet was repaired and painted. Obviously this had new thermostat, new water pump, new oil cooler, new oil and filter, new sump gasket. Yeah, this car's had loads, man. Inside, if you remember right, we had the seat repaired by AJ Retrims, new clip on the handle, new sun visor clip, and if you remember, I gave it a good clean. So yeah, that's the Polo GTI. It is nearly ready to go up for sale. I'm going to run it round for probably a week or two, make sure it's all okay before we list this up for sale. So if this is something you're interested in and want to come and view it before it goes up for sale, drop us a message. But yeah, that's the last video on the Polo GTI. We've got something nice coming up, So don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, like and share, and drop some comments in below. What do you think of it? How's the end result? Yeah man, we'll catch you on the next one.